How are you doing? Happy New Year. This is Jen Farino from plusoils.com. And I think okay, now we're live. Okay. I think I've been talking. I'm not sure if you've been seeing me. There's like a lag in the display on my computer. Sorry about that. So anyway, hello, Happy New Year. I'm Jen Farino from plusoils.com. If you're watching this video, you're in the Plus Oils members only group, and that is a perk that you get because you signed up, you ordered from Young Living with the referral of someone in this group, and that got you connected to our group. And we're just so glad that you're here. We're so glad that you are making the choice to support your family's health and wellness. And what's a greater time to do that and to make that commitment to your family other than the new year? So I'm going to talk about some of the products that I have in my box. I get a box from Young Living every month because it is the best way to get the most bang for your buck at Young Living with loyalty points. So I get 25% back in loyalty points, which is pretty extraordinary if you think about how much cash you get back on your credit card, which is usually like 2%, maybe 3% on different orders. By using my Chase credit card or whatever gives me like different things, but with Young Living, I get 25% back, and I get lots of free things as promotional items. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that I have in my box because it might give you some ideas of what's actually practically using in a home that with kids and taking care of yourself, and especially this time of the year where there might be some extra coughing going on and things like that. So I want to stay healthy. And first up that I'm going to talk about, I stock up on this vitamin D. It's called Super D. It is awesome because it is vegan. And I get the most reviews from customers because of this Super D, that it really, really makes the vitamin D available and absorbable, and they see results when they get their blood test done. So definitely grab a bottle of this. And what's great is that it's chewable, but for greater absorption, I put it under my tongue and just let it dissolve under there. Kind of has like a berry flavor to it. It's sweet. So my kids take it. I'm going to show you what I do for my kids. So for my bigger kids, they get 2 of them, which is a dosage. But see this little tablet there? If your child has, substantial D and is getting sun and stuff, you can actually break this tablet in half, just like I did, and you can give half a tablet, or you can give 1.5 tablets, or whatever you feel is appropriate for yourself or your family. So most vitamin D comes from lamb's wool, which isn't very normal to eat lamb's wool, right? So you can imagine that it's hard to digest lamb's wool or any byproduct of it. So this actually is from an algae found in the ocean, and it makes it very bioavailable. It also has Melissa essential oil, which is lemon balm essential oil. That is super, super great for supporting the immune system as well and making the vitamin D more bioavailable. So it's not so much what we want to ingest in our supplements, it's what we want the vitamins to actually get flushed into our cells. So if you want a good vitamin D supplement to support a healthy immune system, it also supports the nervous system function and helps support bone growth. So this is a really great supplement to have on hand. I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed that the Thieves Whitening toothpaste went out of stock for a couple months, so I bought 3 of them because we love them and I don't want to risk them going out of stock again. My kids love this. It is a great plant-based toothpaste that actually really cleans your teeth. It whitens your teeth as well. It really does a great job of keeping your mouth clean. So I don't want to go without these toothpastes, so I am stocking up. Probably buy 3 more this month. And then I've got some other fun things here to show you. So if you haven't seen collagen is like the rave right now. Everyone's talking about collagen. It's good for your skin. It's good for so many things. So I was like, you know what? I might need a little of that, for joints and, things like that. So this supplement is Agilis, and it has frankincense resin in here, collagen. I remember going to a convention when this came out, and they talked about the collagen and how it is a really, really high quality collagen that your body, that assimilates with your body really well. There's a ton of essential oils in here, like black spruce, clove, copaiba. Copaiba is, we call it the magnifier oil. So whenever it's paired with another oil, it magnifies that power. But it's really good at just bringing the body to homeostasis and finding that normalcy in the body. If you know anything about CBD oil, the constituents in CBD that make it so special is also very highly concentrated in copaiba. So there's also wintergreen essential oil in this bottle. So I'm going to be trying this supplement this month, just for my overall health and, inflammation, things like that. So that's that. And then I also got, let me show you what I have here. So which one do I want to do first? So, okay, so you've heard Dr. Oz, right, talk about goji berries. Well, Young Living has a very specific goji berry called a wolfberry. This comes from the Himalayas, in Ningxia province of China, where a lot of centennials live, so people who live to be 100 years old. So Gary Young was really, really impressed by the quality of these berries, that they're just rich in minerals, great for eye health. And I went to a seminar recently by a doctor, and he was saying how eating the whole berry is really good for weight loss and just keeping your body really optimal. So I don't eat as many of these berries as I actually drink them mostly. I'll show you what I drink here. So the Ningxia Red, I don't know, if you've been living under a rock, maybe you haven't heard about this, but if you notice the bottom of this bottle, see there, the color is changing? It's very thick, right? This is actually the puree of the goji berry. So Young Living purees the goji berry and then mixes it with juice and very high antioxidant berries. So they have sweet cherry, plum, blueberry, pomegranate, aronia. So really, really, really high in antioxidants. So this is so good for immune health. It's good to detoxify your liver. It's good for so much stuff to just keep your body working optimally. So whether you take the juice or you eat the berries, these berries can be a little bit tough. So I'm going to give you a little tip on how I eat them. I put them in a bowl at nighttime, and then overnight I put a damp rag over the bowl to help absorb some of the moisture in the rag. And the berries then in the morning for breakfast, they're all ready and plump, and they're much softer. So that's a really good tip for eating these berries, because they can get a little chewy sometimes. And you can make a tea out of them. You can soak them in some hot water. There's so many ways that you can do these berries. You can put them in baked goods. But these are really, really good. And honestly, guys, I mean, especially since I get the loyalty points on this is a lot cheaper than buying. I've seen these priced at Whole Foods and other health food stores, and Young Living has a great price on these. So grab a bag of them, because they are a great way to start the new year on a healthy routine. I always think it's important to get your vitamins as much as you can from a natural source. So people ask me what type of multivitamin I take, and really I'm trying to get my kids to eat healthy and get their vitamins from food. And then we supplement, or especially like vitamin D. I would prefer my kids to get vitamin D from sunlight. But unfortunately, if it's cold outside or it's a cloudy day and we can't go get our vitamin D, it's important to supplement. So we do the supplements more during certain times of year, or certain, maybe the holidays we're not eating as healthy, so I want to supplement more. So Master Formula is for me, and the Mighty Bites are for the kids because they're chewable. So that's what I do for a multivitamin. But honestly, I don't take it every day. But every day we do our Ningxia Red, and now we have some the wolf berries whole too to snack on. So that is my favorite way to get our vitamins and minerals into our bodies and get them just healthy and strong. It's just getting a healthy food diet, a whole food diet. So, all right, really quick, Young Living also sells the Ningxia Red in the packets. So you may have seen these already, but just to show you, these are great travel. I got this also this month because I get the combo packet of the 2 bottles of Ningxia Red and 30 of the travel packs. So these are great to throw in your purse, throw in your car. They taste great chilled, or if you're on the road, especially in the winter, the cold weather, just keep it chilled in the car, and you can take them along your go. I like to have them in the car because when I'm running errands and doing things, I sometimes get tired and hungry, or I don't have time to get home for lunch, and I just take one of these packets on the go, and it really stabilizes my blood sugar level, so I don't get that crash that you normally get when you're just famished and hungry, and then you get a little hangry. So stay with me, guys, because I usually don't do lives this long, but I have something that I got for Christmas that I really want to show you, so don't go away. Really want to go quickly on what oils I got in my box this month. So this is actually my December box that I got, and because of the holidays I didn't get to open it yet, but if you were like me and you were a big spender in December, we got our winter nights foaming hand soap. So this is going to be going into my bathrooms for the winter season. I'm really excited for that because winter nights smells wonderful. I love all the coniferous trees that they use to make this. So the northern black spruce and the I think there's other ones too. Northern Lights black spruce. Oh, I don't know what that is. Or there's orange peppermint. It's giving me the species name, and I'm sure that's another tree, but I don't know which one it is. So, okay, then I have a bunch of oils because I stock up on my must-have oils, and I got a lot this month. So I just want to tell you what my must-haves are, so you know what to pack your pantry with, because it's really good. It's, what do they say? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound in cure. You want to make sure that you're prepared, that your home is chock full of the things that you need when things get crazy. So I got, first up is RC. So this is for respiratory support. We can apply it to our chest. We can apply it on the neck. I can even put a drop or 2 of this in my neti pot and use it. It's a little spicy to put on your face, but you can dilute it first if you'd like, and you can rub it on your sinuses. And diffusing it, this is one that we diffuse a lot. So, especially during the winter season. So this has a blend of lots of eucalyptus. It has cypress in here, so it's really good for the respiratory system. Pine essential oil is in there too. Okay. All right, this is a classic, guys. So this is Thieves essential oil. If you don't know Thieves, if you don't have Thieves in your home, you need to get a big bottle of this. You should never be without Thieves ever again. Go to Young Living and order this. This is an oil that we turn to quite often, especially during these times where we want to support a healthy immune system. Thieves is a blend of cinnamon and clove, rosemary. I think thyme is in here. No thyme. Clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. I've been using Thieves on my kids since they were babies, but it is spicy. So you want to dilute it first whenever you're using around kids, or just add less to your diffuser if it's a little tiny baby. But it is a wonderful oil for supporting the immune system. It's a game changer for a lot of people when they start incorporating it with a bedtime routine. Maybe you're giving your children a massage at nighttime on their feet with a little Thieves oil to support their immune system, so they're feeling pampered, and you also know that you're doing a lot to support them to keep them healthy. And you can also, if your kids are independent, you can pop a roller top on this, and they can apply it to if your kids are, did I say healthy? If your kids are old enough, if they know how to, if they're responsible, that you know that they won't apply it to their face, because that's not going to feel good. It's too spicy for that. But if you want to pop a roller and have them roll it on the bottom of their feet, they can do that. And if it did go on their face, if they, rub their feet and then rub their eye and then they were very uncomfortable with that, it's not going to hurt them. These oils are very safe. They are very, because they're from the plants, they're not going to do any harm. But they do feel uncomfortable, and you don't want to put these in your eyes. So do not wash your oil with water, because oil and water don't mix. So actually, when we wash it with water, it drives it in more, and it's going to make it uncomfortable. So get your carrier oil. You can even use butter if that's all you have in your home. Get some sort of oil and rub that into the sensitive area that may have had some spicy oil in it, and then that will absorb the oil. It'll dilute it right there. It's never too late to dilute your essential oil. Just get it on the skin, and it'll become comfortable after time. So don't worry about that. Okay, then another. Did my computer just say a noise at me? So another. Please set the frame rate. I don't know. The computer's telling me something. Another essential oil that we cannot live without is Purification. So Purification, I mostly smell citronella in this, but it has a blend of rosemary, citronella, lemongrass, tea tree, lavender, and myrtle. So this is a really, really great oil to diffuse. I'm usually diffusing Purification or Thieves. These are two of the most popular oils in my home, and it's just cleaning the air. If I hear someone coughing or sniffling, I'll put it in the diffuser. It's a really important oil to have. At any time that there's like a stinky smell or an odor in the home, or maybe you're cooking fish, something like that, Purification just purifies that. It's not going to mask the smell. It's going to actually purify all those odors. So it's a great one to keep things neutralized and germ-free in your home. So what's nice about Purification, Thieves, remember I was telling you, is very spicy. Purification is not. So if you have like an earache and you want to put it around your ear, you can do that with Purification, maybe not so much with the Thieves. So you have more flexibility with application with Purification. So then I got Christmas Spirit, which is an amazing oil to diffuse. It has pine, cinnamon, and orange in here, and black spruce, cinnamon, and orange, and it's this wonderful oil I diffuse it even in July. So there's Christmas in July in my home with this oil. And so if you're nostalgic for the Christmas season, you're sad to say goodbye to it, get a bottle of Christmas Spirit and put it in your diffuser. And pine oil was one of the free ones last month. It just has one oil in here, just pine, and nothing else. People ask, like, what else is in the bottle? Is there, like, a carrier oil? No, it's just pine essential oil. It's just the oil from the plant. So you can imagine it takes a lot of plant material to collect this amount of essential oil in here. What you're getting from, if you're getting an essential oil from another store locally that's not Young Living, I guarantee that it's not straight essential oil. There's something else in that bottle that's diluting it to make it a cheaper price. So I already talked about copaiba, but this is another one. Oh, my robot vacuum decided to come say hi. It's a little noisy, sorry. So copaiba is, I said, a magnifier oil. So if you're using Thieves and you want to support the use of your Thieves with some copaiba, this is a really good one to have on hand. My daughter just recently got her braces put on, so she used the copaiba on her jawline. And it's a really, really great oil for that. And then, because I was a big spender in December, I got a free bottle of frankincense. Thank you, Young Living. Okay, here comes the robot. I'm going to shut him off. Okay, so he was vacuuming. All right, so frankincense is like the king of oils, right? This oil was for kings. It was only for royalty. back in the day, and that's why it was given to the Christ child, because he was considered royalty and the three kings brought it to him. So this is a very, very sacred oil. It is good for so many uses. So there's some oils like RC, although RC does have a lot of uses too, but like this, mostly it's for respiratory support, right? That's what we reach for RC for. It's also good if you have like calcifications, bone calcifications too. But most oils is like a one, it's got, but then there's some oils that have so many uses, like a Swiss Army knife, right? And frankincense is one of those oils where it just has so many uses. Like when in doubt, pull out your frankincense oil. And it's good to support sinuses. It's good to support a healthy immune system. There is a lot of research on frankincense being such a healthy oil. If you're a woman, you can use it to for breast health. Put a drop on your chest. It's a really great oil. So if I'm feeling like I got that little tickle in my throat, actually just get a little drop of my frankincense on my pinky, because my pinky is my cleanest finger, and I'll put it under my tongue and apply it there. So sublingually I get that oil, and I'll do that maybe a couple times, like every 15-30 minutes for a bit, until I start to feel that ease up. So it's a really great tip for supporting a healthy immune system. Frankincense is a great oil, and you can get it in a vitality size too. So our vitality line is labeled for ingestion and supplemental use. So the vitality line is also a little cheaper because it's smaller bottles. But if you want the best value, the bigger bottles that are not vitality are the best value. Even though they're not cheaper than the vitality because they're smaller, you do pay less of a price per ounce when it comes to, or per milliliter, when it comes to the bigger bottles. So the frankincense this size is like double the price but triple the size of the vitality size. So that's good too. Okay, so let me tell you what I got for Christmas. I'm very excited about this because this is not a Young Living product, but I have the Young Living TheraPro diffuser, and it doesn't use water, and I love it. The only problem with it is that it makes a humming noise. But other than that, it really makes my oils last very long. It doesn't use any water, so it really gets a therapeutic value in the home without diluting it. And sometimes you don't want extra moisture in the air if it's humid or something. So it's important for me to find a replacement because Young Living stopped making the TheraPro, and I had customers who wanted a diffuser that didn't use water. So I got one for Christmas, and I tried it out today, and I love it. So time will tell how it stands up, but let me show it to you really quick. Okay. So this is the diffuser, and it plugs in the back with a little like USB power cord. And it came with this bottle too, so you can fill up their bottle and plug it in, but I just put Young Living's bottle right on there directly. And then let's see if I can turn on, it has, yep. So it does have a hum. I would say it's probably quieter than the TheraPro. I think the TheraPro had a louder hum to it for sure. This is much more quiet, and it can go on for 1 hour, 2 hours, or 4 hours, and then it has different power, so it's like low, medium, or high. So those are nice options there. So yeah, I'm gonna go look for the link, and I'm gonna put it in the comments here. But it's kind of neat. It's got like this rose gold trim. It's very contemporary looking. But I really like it. I think it's really great option for anyone who wants to use essential oils without water. I wish it had a continuous diffuser, because the TheraPro, I never had to like turn it on or off. This looks like, I'm going to try it, see how it goes, but I'm assuming after the 4 hours it's just going to auto shut off. So I think that's the longest that I can have it go on is 4 hours. But other than that, I think it's a really, really great option for customers who want to use the essential oils without water. So, all right, well, that's all I have today. This is definitely one of my longest lives, but I've missed you guys. I haven't gone live in a while. Um, Life has been busy. I moved to South Carolina, and then I got COVID, and there were so many other things. So I just want to let you know I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. You may not see me posting here much, but I am here. And if you ever need me, or if you have any questions about Young Living or how to use your oils, you know it's something that I'm passionate about. And I'll talk to you soon. I hope to hear from you soon. All right, bye bye.